Look at that. We have our names.
Yay!
So I already commented that please remember that we will get to you as we move down the list.
Will you? Will you really get to me as we move down the list?
Yeah.
If I'm on there, will you get to me?
That's right, if you're on there. Hi, Nikki.
Hi, Nikki. Nice to see you. Oh, I can't see you. Yes. I am just full of beans tonight.
Hello, Brandy.
Hi, Brandy. Oh.
And Catherine and Rebecca.
And Jessica.
And Jessica. Okay, so we're going to get started. And as usual, if we miss you, we'll come back to you. Oh, hello, Kim. Okay, so Nikki's first.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. She's top of the list.
Okay, sorry, everybody. I'm a little full of beans today. I'll settle down.
Okay. So, Nikki. And Ashley is monitoring the chat to get rid of the guppies. Nikki, I have the 7 of Wands. I'm just using the regular Rider Waite deck. And I have the 7 of Swords. Oh my God, I can't even read. And this tells me that you have a decision to make, but it's like sometimes you have to leave things behind, but it's also signing legal papers. So I would tell you to be careful of what you're signing, and whatever it is you're leaving behind, that's okay to leave it behind because it doesn't need to be part of your parcel anymore. And it could just be that there's a communication issue too going around, and maybe around, and that maybe whatever you're trying to discuss or talk about, maybe it's time to give it up because obviously it's not quite working for you. And so don't be afraid to let go of something.
Hi, Nikki. I was presented with the Dragon's Lair for you. And I'm just so you know, I'm using what we call a map deck tonight. What came through with this card was that just because it says a Dragon's Lair and it looks icy and cold doesn't mean there's something to be afraid of. That appearances can be deceptive. Remember that the dragons that live in that lair are also very magical. And dragons were neither good or bad dragons. They just responded to the people who approached them. Good people approached them, they were great. And bad people approached them and they weren't so great. And this is a time when that magic can happen in your life, but it's up to you. You've got to approach it from the position of the magic happening. So smile, laugh, giggle, have fun, and carry on.
Hey, Brandy, you have the Hierophant. And the Hierophant's about taking time and reviewing what's in front of you and also making a judgment call. But the judgment call is coming from truth. It's like you found all the information, you're putting it together. But there's also news of a pregnancy and a religious service. But the pregnancy and religious service may actually go hand in hand, like a baptismal or someone's getting married before the baby is born. But they seem to be going hand in hand. And there's a little bit of a celebration, and they're saying, don't get so carried away that in the morning your head feels like it's a 10-ton tilly. And, you know, it's always a case. Bit of the dog that bit you the night before. And look at that. The dog's
speak of that. Okay, just give me a second. I got to grab my dogs before they upset the neighborhood.
Yes, his neighbors get a little upset.
Hey, you know.
Not that the dogs do. They love to bark. Well, Catherine, as he's doing that, I'm going to pull yours, and you have the 6 of Wands. So Sean will do Brandy and then Catherine. And the 6 of Wands is travel, celebration. It's putting into plan and action. And as you move the action forward, you move forward with it. And to know that there's a possibility of a new opportunity being presented to you work-related. So you get Brandy and then Catherine.
Yeah, blow me off. Just blow by me. Brandy, I was presented with the Talisman card for you. And when I looked at this card and put my hand on it, the band fired up and they were playing Listen to the Rhythm of the Falling Rain. And what I'm being told is that this is a time where you need to listen to your own rhythm, not somebody else's rhythm, not somebody else's music, but your own rhythm of your life. And if your life is speeding up, then go with it. And if your life is saying rest, then rest. Find the pace of your own life and follow that. Because right now, that's the only pace that's going to work for you.
And then Catherine.
And Catherine, I was presented with the Moonlight card. And I'm not really clear on whether it's a new romance or the rekindling of an old romance, but I get the clear message that there is some type of romantic magic about to happen in your life, and that you should just enjoy it.
Nice. So, Rebecca, I have for you the 10 of Wands, and it looks like you're under a huge burden that you're trying to do everything. Like, if you're a mom, you're trying to do that. If you're working, if you're keeping a house, and it's like you're taking on so much that it feels like it's almost unimpassable. But the truth of the matter, and I don't know if that's proper English, but I can make up words here. Truth of the matter is that you're going to get to where you need to be because you have the will and determination to do so. And I'm going to say just keep plugging along because it doesn't seem to matter how difficult it is, you're able to get past the hurdle that holds other people in place.
Well, I'm going to mostly agree with that. I was presented with the Spark card. And the message that it's really important right now with whatever's going on for you to make sure that you're taking time to nourish your own flame, that you're the spark in a lot of people's lives, and that every once in a while you need to nourish your own flame. And this is the time when I'm being told you should be nourishing your own flame.
Okay. So hello, Jessica. How are you? Jessica, decisions. And sometimes we can be rational and irrational in decision-making process. And they're saying to slow down, take your time, cover your eyes, and listen to the information around you. You don't actually have to pick what's right in front of you. You may be able to pick from a different choice. And I just feel that instead of looking at all your decisions, if you close your eyes, and that decision you truly want inside your life is going to show up.
And I was presented with the Mountain card for you. And though the mountain appears to be rock solid, the message that came through really, really clear was, if Muhammad won't go to the mountain, then bring the mountain to Muhammad. And go ahead.
I have the Muhammad here. Look.
Yeah. Interesting, that one. I'm being told that this is the time that you should stand fast for the things you believe in and appreciate and acknowledge other people's opinions and input, but stand fast for what you believe in. That's what's going to serve you the best.
Cat hair everywhere now. Hi, Kim. Well, Kim, we have for you, the Hermit. Be patient. And I'm hearing, you know, the Little Mermaid song, Under the Sea? I'm hearing that song for some reason. So I don't know if you're supposed to watch the movie or I can't remember, but I think it's like she was searching for things. She's a collector of items that most people would toss away. So maybe there's something that you're about to collect, Kim, that someone else would toss away, and it may become your treasure. And they're saying to hold on to it. And it could even be something that's given to you, something that may be an heirloom, and you at first look at it and go, what am I going to do with this? But if you hold on to it, put it away, let a little dust gather on it, and then pull it out again, and you may be surprised with what you have.
I was presented with the make a choice card for you, making a choice. And the message is a little muddled. That's why I'm kind of stalling a bit. It's not coming through exactly clear. And that might be the message right now, is that in the things that you're trying to decide on right now, it might be best to get clarity in them so that you can make an educated decision as to which direction you want to go. It feels like it's either moving or a new job or something new in your life held against something that already exists. And I'm being told really that you need to get clarity on it before you make a decision.
Okay. So hello, Tracy. Tracy, I have the devil. And the devil is a card that represents people being afraid that they're chained to something that they no longer want. But the truth is, the devil says you're not chained to it. The chains are loose around their neck. All you have to do is loosen them and take them off. And so you may be making a decision that you feel like, oh, I've made the decision, I've got to stay with it. But they're saying, no, you can change your mind, Tracy. You don't have to stay with one decision. If something else pops in and it's like, oh, that looks much better, then go with it. Okay. But I would also say weigh the pros and cons of both decisions and determine which one best suits you.
I was presented with the Deep Freeze card for you. And when this card came up and I touched it, the song Time for a Cool Change came to mind. And the picture of you having been either the same way or same place or same patterns in life over and over again. And that this is now time where you can make a great change. And it's a cool change. It's not going to be really hard to make. And if you choose to make that change now, it's going to add a volume and depth to your life that you've never experienced before.
All right. So just Liam's next, and then our cousin Faye. So, Liam, let's see what we have for you. Oh, the Magician. So, Liam, this is having the tricks of the trades that get you to where you want to be in life. It is about developing a code of ethics that you're going to work by, but the other one is developing a method that can be used over and over and over again, tried and true. That's basically what it says.
And Liam, I was presented with the Balancing Act card for you. And real clear message that this is a time where it's very important to make sure that you check your life to see if it's balanced, to make sure that you have time for family, for friends, for work, and most importantly, for yourself.
Okay, so hello, Cousin Faye.
Hi,
I have
Faye.
the 9 of Cups, and I heard the celebrate, but then I also heard another song about something when, oh no, something about when the wind blows. It was right there and I just lost it. But this feels to me like there's an opportunity for you to celebrate something glorious coming into your life, and that by being so patient for it, it's coming towards you. So this could be news again of another birth. It could be that you're taking a trip that you've been waiting to take, given COVID here. And it just feels like celebrating. And if you didn't buy a lottery ticket for this week, you better buy one, just in case. You never know what will happen, Faye.
It's okay. It's my turn to win tonight.
Okay.
I was presented with the Stormfields card for you. And the message that was presented with it is that it might seem dark and cloudy right now, but storms never last. A storm is just a temporary thing, and it looks bad when you're in the midst of it. But when the sky clears after whatever this challenge is and everything, it always leaves behind it a bright, sunny day. So just hang tight. Storm's going to blow over.
Or if you saw the picture Penelope had on the weekend, there's a rainbow and the storm clouds are still there. I asked her if she got the pot of gold. Okay. Hello, Melissa, and hello, Heather. So Melissa's next. Melissa, you have the judgment card. And this is normally bringing in good news or messages from someone else. There could be a need to go for a little checkup, just make sure everything's okay. And it's also about to know who or what it is you are making a judgment call against, to make sure you have all the information, because sometimes we'll say something and it may come out like we're judging them, but it's not really a judgment. But the person, so maybe what I'm trying to say is be careful of the tone or the choice of words. Someone may take it as you're judging them, and at which point I don't think you are, but they may take it the wrong way. So I guess the think before we speak sort of idea, not that it works for me, but for most people it does.
And I was presented with the metamorphosis card for you. And the message that I was given, and it's not telling me a lot behind the message, but it's saying to tell you that, remember, caterpillars become butterflies. And I'm not getting any clarity on what that means, but I suspect, and remember, I'm suspecting, I'm not knowing, that it means that you're in for a time of change, and that what comes at the end of that is something very beautiful.
Okay. So hello, Heather. Heather, I have for you the Strength card. And this is always a card that makes me think, hear me roar. And it's about vocalizing what you're feeling and making sure you're not holding everything in, because if you hold it in, it could impact your health. So it's important to make sure you're vocalizing what you're feeling. Again, choice of words, choice of tone, and just allowing people to understand that you're not going to stand there and just accept what they think you should blindly, and that you're going to make your own choices, Heather.
And I was presented with the Peaks of Joy card for you. And really clearly that this is a time you should celebrate yourself. You've done amazing work to this point. You raised an amazing family. You have an amazing husband, so to speak. And that this is a time you should celebrate all these beautiful things.
Okay. So, Rebecca, hopefully it's unfrozen. And I'm just going to answer Jessica's question. Jessica, you had the Two of Swords. You have to make a decision and do it.
Where are you?
I'm just clarifying something. Jessica said she thought she got missed, and I'm saying no. She got the Two of Swords, which was you have to make a decision and you need to clarify which decision you want. So now we're at Connie. And we have a new Nikki C, so a totally different Nikki. Brandy says thank you. Catherine says thank you. And then we have Shar. And then Jessica said she thought she got missed, but she didn't. So next is Connie. Hi, Connie. You have the Ace of Swords, which is communication, new starts, new beginnings, an opportunity to branch off into a different direction. Could be adding to what you want to do in life. And it could also be that you're having a conversation with someone about it sounds like they're making some sort of deal, like as though they're either looking to invest money or looking to buy a house or looking to make some sort of change. And the thing is that when you have the conversation with them, to remember to say to them, this is what I would do, but at the end of the day, it's your choice. It's your decision to make it. So really make sure you let them know that it's their choice.
I was presented with the Spirit of Place card for you, Connie. And the message is that this is a great time for you to be connected to your surroundings. So whether it's your home or your place of work or anything that you're feeling not totally connected to, if it's a physical thing, put your hands on it and just touch it and allow it to become part of you. And if it's your home, take your shoes and socks off and walk around and connect yourself to your home by actually feeling it with your feet. This is I'm being told this is a really important thing for you to do now, is to make sure that you're connected to your world.
Okay, so next is Nikki C. And Nikki, I have for you the world. And this means that you're coming above any situation inside your life and you're looking at it from a different perspective. You have your four corners, your foundations around you, and you're also surrounded by the four elements of earth. And they're saying that there isn't anything you couldn't achieve in this lifetime. And the only person really at this point putting limits on yourself is you. So lift the limits and know that you can come above anything and succeed, Nikki.
And I was presented with the coming together card for you. And as you can see, the two giraffes are creating hearts and much love. And really, that's the message I'm getting, is that the people you're connecting with now, you're creating your love bubble. And it's amazing. Even from here, it feels amazing. And it feels like you're just doing the right thing with people, and just continue showing them your heart and being vulnerable with them, because it's an amazing time for you.
All right, so next is Shar. Hi, Shar. I have the moon, and this is normally a representation of the full moon. Some changes coming about, but this one tells me that we're leaning into November for this message. And it's about someone coming to visit, and they seem to have the weight of the world on their shoulders. And I don't really personally believe it is the weight of the world. It's just the way they're expressing themselves, like things aren't going the way they'd like them to. And I'm just saying that maybe by listening, you're either able to put into perspective or concept that for them to look at it and say, oh, maybe it's not as bad as it feels. I think that's the point I'm getting across, is when they're talking to you, it feels like the weight of the world, but the truth is it's not as big as they think it is. And you've got a new opportunity in a romantic sense, which means there could be, it's funny, he looks like he's about 5 years old and he's running up to you and throwing his arms around your legs and saying, I love you. So, new opportunity in the romantic sense.
I was presented with the slow and steady card for you, and just a clear message that slow and steady wins the race, and that just continue doing what you're doing and continue taking your time to make the decisions on the things that you're doing in your life and the directions you're going, and just slow and steady, and it'll work out perfect.
All right. So Catherine asked if we could read for her 14-year-old daughter, and don't know her name, but here we go. Catherine, the Ace of Wands. Sometimes there's so many things inside our life that as a young person we want, and we're eager and excited to go chase them, and then we get them and we think, oh, it wasn't what I want, but I said I wanted it, so now I got to hold on to it. But sometimes we do have to change our mind, and this tells me that there may be an opportunity for employment coming towards you, and also that she should write, that there's an opportunity for her to write and to express herself in such a way that it could get published. It could be a children's book, or it could be a young teen book, but there is something here that she could write.
I chose from a different deck for your daughter, and I was presented with a yes, you can do it. Believe in yourself. From here, it feels like your daughter has amazing talent, has an amazing heart, and is just this amazing person. So I would encourage both of you to encourage her to be herself, because she's beautiful just the way she is. And whatever she sets her mind to, yes, she can do it.
Yeah. Well, Rebecca, you're welcome. And we now have Erica, Jessica number 2, Brenda. Kim says thank you. You're welcome. Carly and Holly. Those are the people next. So Erica, for you, the 7 of coins, and this is craftsmanship. This is being creative. This is expressing yourself that others recognize something unique. And so if you haven't taken up a craft, or you haven't decided to start making jewelry, it could be something that you might want to look at. But it's also making a name for yourself, but not making a name as you're wanted on the post office wall where it says wanted Erica Dawn. This is more making a name for yourself, where people may say to you, where'd you get that? Oh, you made it? Could you make one for me? And don't forget, if you do, if you're not sure what to charge, always charge the expense of the material.
I was presented with the Field of Dreams card for you, one of my favorite cards in this deck. And I'm being told that if you choose to do something in a new adventure now or something, don't listen to the naysayers. They really don't know what they're talking about anyways. They're naysayers, and that's what naysayers do. They talk about things that they don't know about. So don't listen to the naysayers, and just go after it, because if you build it, the world will come to your doorstep.
I will. Okay, Jessica number 2, Ace of Pentacles. New starts, money coming towards you, and a new door opening. You know the old expression, one door opens, another closes.
One door closes.
Yeah.
Another door opens.
I was close, just a little backwards. But they're saying there's new starts, new beginnings for you, and to be open to change. That seems to be an important issue here for you, is to go with the flow, not to fight the flow, Jessica. Because the more you go with it, I think the smoother the ride becomes. And whatever you do, put the sledgehammer away. You don't need it right now.
I was presented with the Coming to Life card for you. And it really does say that there is a new opportunity presenting itself to you. And it feels exciting and wonderful and incredible and new. And my advice would be go for it.
Yeah.
Go for it. Have fun, because it's what's right for you in this moment.
All right. So next is Brenda. Hi, Brenda. I have the 2 of Pentacles for you, and this is about balance. Okay. Also telling me that if you go to CP, make sure you put the little patch or something behind your ear, because you could get seasick. But this is balance. This is balancing your money, but it's also balancing work and home. It's making sure that everything falls into place the way it's meant to be, because you are balancing, you're looking after yourself. So maybe eat properly, go for a little walk. Okay.
And I was presented with the intention card for you. And very clearly, the message is to make sure that you're clear on what your intentions are before you enter into a conversation or an agreement. And that feels more like a conversation right now with somebody. Set your intentions before you go into it. Decide what you want the outcome to be, and stay focused on that outcome as you're doing it, and it will work out just the way you want it to.
All right. So Kim, you're welcome. And Carly, my cat picked this card. She didn't like the other one I picked for you. So I put it down, and I got this one, the 7 of Coins. And this is watch your money grow. And always keep a little pot to the side for those rainy days. But this is contemplation. And it can be contemplation of life. It could be contemplation on a decision. But it's also about contemplation of money and watching it grow. So you can thank Moonlight for that. She thinks you should watch your money grow.
And I was presented with the Metamorphosis card for you. And again, the song "It's Time for a Cool Change" came up. Love it when the band pipes up every once in a while. And the message is that sometime in the next 2 weeks, there's a change coming for you. I won't say it's small. I won't say it's big. It feels more like one of those medium changes where it does have an impact, and it's noticeable. It's not one of those little changes that you don't really notice. It's something that you'll notice, and it has a great outcome.
Okay. Hello, Holly. Holly, I have for you the Two of Coins. And this is looking at one job and contemplating the opportunities that other jobs may create for you. It doesn't mean you're going to take another job. What it means is you're looking at, if I did another job, will it give me more money? Will it make me happier than where I am right now? So it's a contemplation. You haven't put into action yet. But if you decide to put into action, just remember you should have in your mind an idea, concept of what you would like inside of a new job, what your expectations would be for that job.
Holly, I was presented with the Wishing Well card for you. And the band's having fun tonight. They're playing "If You Wish Upon a Star." And the message this evening is that this is a time to revisit some wishes that you've had, where you've wished for certain things, and to put some energy and focus on those. Because this is a time where some of those smaller wishes could come true really easily. And it's a great time to celebrate all those little things, all those little victories, and all those great little things that happen in life. And all the energy you put into something up to this point is about to pay off. And congratulations on that.
Nice. So Lisa is next, then Mary. Tracy says thank you, and then Laura. So Lisa, hello, how are you? And I have the Fool. Would you like to see too? I have the Fool. Moonlight likes it. She says this card means go forward and take a chance. Believe in the moment and not so much at this point in where the destiny is taking you, but in that very moment to savor everything, the colors, the noise, the flavors, the smells, everything about you. Because once that moment's gone, there's another moment to overtake it. So just live for this moment.
And I was presented with the Golden Palace card for you. And
it's not what you think.
There's a spirit in the background, and this spirit's speaking to me. And he's saying to me to know that the riches that you have piled up in heaven are greater than you could ever imagine. That your heart has been a shining light in this world. And his life when he was here, actually probably 3 or 4 lifetimes that he shared with you, has been enriched by every one of them. And he's not saying who he is, but I would almost say it's either a dad or maybe it's Herb. Maybe it's Herbie. And he's just saying, tell her that I love her. And that the angels rejoice. So know that you are loved, both here and there.
So, hi, Mary. This is going to sound really crazy, but I want to say to you many blessings. And Mary, you have the Sun card. So this is get out, enjoy life, enjoy the weather, enjoy the idea like sunflowers. You know, they lift their head up to the sun and worship it during the day, and at night they lower it so they can get rest, relaxation. And Mary, I sort of feel like that's really important for you. And I make sure you put on sunscreen. But it just feels like you need a little more vitamin D. But I also think this is making a connection with Mother Earth, with spirits, with grandfathers and grandmothers around you. And maybe it's also about if your roots are, if tradition revolves around roots, this is what you should do.
So I just want you to know that I shuffle my deck 3 or 4 times between drawing cards. But every once in a while, craziness happens. And when I turned this card over, I went, no, I can't show this card. But the card actually spoke to me and said, no, you need to show her this card. It's really important. And so here it is. For the second time in a row, the Golden Palace. So I just drew this one for Lisa too. And the card that spoke to me and said, it was really important, Mary, that you see this, because this is a time of great reward for you for all the effort that you put in life, and know that you are worthy and that you are loved, and that all the things that are happening and about to happen in your life that seem like great rewards and wow, this can't be happening for me, is actually things that, because of the good work you've done in this lifetime and other lifetimes, is now being rewarded to you.
Nice. Okay, so Laura, for you, the 3 of Wands. And this is looking at life definitely from a different perspective. It's projecting where you want to be. You're looking more into your future than you are to your now and your past. But as you look into your future, sometimes the stuff from our past may revisit us. And if it does, is there something different you might want to do with it than you did the last time? And so I'll use an example. Went to Hawaii, and do you want to go to Hawaii again? And if you do you want to go to the same place, or do you want to explore a different island? So that's what they mean by you're looking to your future, but it may still have a connection to your past, but not 100%. So you're able to change the outcome or the destination of where you're going, Laura.
And that was presented with the Follow the Leader card for you. And the conversation that's going on is, who's your leader?
Yeah.
And do you even know? Are you even aware? A lot of us, we plan our lives because our parents said that we should be doing this, because our friends are doing this, because this is the way you should do things. It's very important to get clear on who your leader is right now, because the leader that you should be following is you. And very important to get clear on the things that are important to you, to follow your own path and not somebody else's.
I'm just going to say, boy, I think they're all glad I didn't follow what our Father wanted me to be, because a lot of good I would be if you're bleeding and I'm puking. Okay. Faye says, Sean, it is dark and cloudy here now, Sean Beardsley. I know it will pass. My dog is hiding under my chair.
Storms never last.
Heather, if you just give me 1 minute, one of the things I'm going to need is your year of birth, so I can have a look at that for you. And Shara says,
Bella says,
Telia says hello. So I'm pulling a card for her anyways. And so Shar, maybe you can hand it on if she's not here today. 3, which is the Empress. And this is sitting in a position of power, authority, but being calm and relaxed, not delegating and telling people this is what you have to do because this is the way I see it. And being bossy sort of idea. I feel that if she's going to sit in such a position that there's kindness and gentleness around her. And as she's making decisions, I'm telling her to use that same kindness and gentleness on herself.
And that was presented for the unexpected visitors card. And I actually feel that it's somebody new coming into her life. Somebody new and unexpected. So watch for this person because they have a great message for you.
All right. Connie says thank you. Nikki C says thank you. Beautiful cards. Hi, Penelope.
Hi, Penelope.
And we have Jeanette as well. Hello, Jeanette. And Catherine, hopefully Skyla got her reading and she understood it. And then Shara, awesome, thank you. Mr. Khan, hello. And Erica said, wow. And then we have Amanda.
Want to read for Penelope?
Yep, I'm just going through this so they know the development is Penelope's next, Jeanette, Mr. Khan, and then Amanda. Okay, so sis, hope you've had a good day. Let's see what we have for you. You know, I'm already sweating and the cat's sitting on my lap and she's making me even hotter. Okay, new starts and new beginnings, being pulled in a lot of different directions, but knowing that you're able to manage whatever direction you are pulled in. And strangely enough, I am hearing the giddy up and go. So there may be a place that you're going to. So make sure you have all the necessary paraphernalia that you need to get to where you want to be.
Are you reading for Penelope?
Yep, I'm reading for Penelope.
Okay. I was presented with the strength card for you. And a real clear message that this is time to be strong in your convictions. To know where your boundaries are and to stay within those boundaries. That it's really, really important.
Okay. So Jeanette, you're next. And Jeanette, victory. Whatever it is you are aiming towards or trying to achieve, there is victory within sight. That even though there may be other competitors or other challenges being presented, you're going to be victorious. So please keep that in mind. And I have a gentleman who I think is like a dad or a grandfather here trying to say hello to you and just let you know that they're hanging out with you and the kids right now. The water is beautiful.
I'm going to add a little bit based on this card. It's a commitment card. It doesn't just stand for commitment and love, as you can see the hearts. But what I'm being told is that just stay committed to your end goal, that you're almost there. And now isn't the time to slack off, but now is the time to stay committed to that goal. Just stay with it, keep the pressure on, and you'll get there in no time.
Nice. Mr. Khan, you have the Ace of Cups, emotional satisfaction and new starts, putting a few too many irons in one fire, so please pull them out one at a time. And this says you're being successful, that whatever offer it is being presented to you, you are taking it. That it's falling into the realm of what you're looking for. So congratulations.
I was presented with the compass card for you and told to remember that there's actually two norths. There's true north and there's magnetic north. And most people can think there's only one north, but true north is actually where the North Pole is, and magnetic north is where the magnetic fields of the Earth meet. And that it's really important right now that if you want to achieve the goal you're after, to find true north, your true north, and stay with it.
All right. So next is
Amanda.
Amanda. Amanda, you have the Seven of Cups, and this is our hidden dreams, but it's also the dreams that we know we can make happen. So focus on the ones you know you can achieve and keep those hidden dreams, because eventually you're going to reveal them not only to yourself but to the world, and you will achieve what you are after inside your life because you have the fortitude and the willpower to do so. Amanda, just keep plugging forward. It is a great day to be alive. That's exactly how I hear it. And I think that's also a slogan or a song. So just keep that in mind.
I was presented for you with the Magic Stream card. And the message that came with it when I was handling the card was no water, no life. You can do all the work to cultivate your garden and plant all the seeds and take care of all the weeds. But if you don't water that garden, it's pointless. Everything will just dry up and die. So very important right now to water your dreams, feed them with the love and encouragement and energy and strength that you have, and they will come to bear fruit.
Nice. Okay. Jessica, you're welcome. And I know I've butchered this young lady's name before. Let's see if I can do it. Ariel. Ariel? Okay. You, darling, have the 9 of coins. And this is celebration around money. This is you making money. And this is you finding a niche inside of life that you so love that there's no turning away from it. It's embracing the good that is coming towards you and knowing that you're going to be successful with it. There's some education here too, hun. And so there may be a little need to go back to school and finish something.
Well, I was presented with the movement card for you. And when I ran my fingers over this card, the image I got was top down, hair screaming in the wind, laughing, head back, laughing and giggling, 4,000 miles an hour with your hair on fire is the saying that was said to me. And so just stay the course. Great things coming. Take it all in, enjoy it, love it. You deserve it.
All right. Holly says, wow, thank you. Funny because I'm retiring after 40 years with my company and I have a lot of little things I want to do. Well, this is the time to do it. So now your card is the 4 of Cups, and this is an offer being made to you, but you're so busy looking in the past that you might miss the offer. So stop, deal with the past, whatever it is that you're feeling a little sad or disappointed about, figure it out, because offers are being made and you need to be aware of the offer. So be in the moment. Don't live in the past. What are you laughing at?
Oh, me and the cards are having fun.
Okay.
I was presented for you in the unknown. And when I touched this card, when I flipped it over, I'd seen a poster that I seen about a year ago that just had such an impact on my life. It says, leap and the net will appear. And so what I'm going to tell you is that it feels like there's a new opportunity or something coming and you're not sure about it. You're not sure about anything really. But you know what? Leap and the net will appear.
All right. So Mary says thank you. Penelope mentions Sandra Murray, so we'll pick one for Sandra. Hello, Sandra. Temperance. The name Lily in this card stands out. Plus, it also makes me think of New Dawn, like something, oh, maybe it's the person's name, Dawn or Donna, and I don't know how they fit into you, but the names are standing out for me. but it's a new opportunity for you as well, but it's also being balanced. So make sure you get lots of fluids, you're looking after your diet, you're getting some exercise. And you know what? If you feel like screaming, go out, find a wooded area where no one can hear you and report you to the police and just scream your lungs out. Get the feeling out of your system because it's going to do you wonderful, Sandra.
And Sandra, I was presented with the Ride the Wave card for you. And the message with that is that you don't have to push so hard right now. You can actually let your foot a little bit off of the throttle and ride the wave. This is a time when you can actually just coast for a little bit. It won't be a long period of time that you can coast for, but right now you can coast and let the momentum you've developed do the work for you.
Right. So to answer Heather, she asked if I could work on her birthday numbers. So Heather, you have, hope you've got a pen, 13, 16, 26, 39. 39, 11, 12, 38. It's 3 and 8 is 11 and 12 is 23, which is 5. So let's do it again. 13, 16, 26, 39, 5, and 7. How many numbers is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I gave you an extra number, I think. And if not, then I'll give you a 3. So there should be 7 numbers there for you. So see what happens on your birthday. Give them a shot. Worst can happen is you just spend some money. Okay, so next we have Chandra. Hello, would love any message from a loved one, please. Okay, I'm going to say this feels like a father or a father image. And the message I'm getting loud and clear is peace comes from within. When we're settled within ourselves, then the things outside cannot affect us as much as other people may think they do. So be settled on the inside. And basically a celebration around you. So that's my message to you.
I was presented with the Ghostlands card for you. And the reason I was just taking a moment is they were chattering away at me. And they were saying, don't worry about what everybody else thinks or what you think that everybody else thinks. It's not so much what everybody else thinks. It's about what you think everybody else thinks. Because whatever you think they think, they're not thinking. They're so worried about themselves that they're not worried about you. The message from the other side, though, is that remember that you're always surrounded by love. Always, always surrounded by love.
Okay. Mr. Khan, you're welcome. Amanda, you're welcome. Thank you again. Aurelia. That's how you say your name. Sonia says thank you. Jeanette says thank you. And Heather Ross says thank you. And then to Jake, we are not doctors. I would tell Blake to go for a checkup. So that is what I would suggest. Tell him to go for a checkup.
Yep.
All right. Well, Sean, I would say we could call it a night.
Okay.
Would like to thank everyone for showing up tonight. Penelope and I will be on tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. PST time. We look forward to seeing you, and it's always a pleasure to have you on the show. Without you, this show would not exist. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you everybody for your support and for spending your time with us on a Tuesday evening.
In this muggy heat.
Yeah, much love and joy to you. Thank you for tolerating my absence in the last couple of weeks without working away from home and other things that came along. and just look so much forward to seeing you guys next week. So many blessings to you all, and have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Bye.
And may love, joy, peace, and happiness find you all in mysterious ways. Blessed be everyone.